And I was like, little do you know.
That this is what I want to do.
Something I've been holding on to. Because the backstory, I didn't mention this earlier because I was like, I don't know if I should say this or not. But when I was very, very young, obviously came out the womb knowing I'm going to sing.
Yes. You left heaven knowing you were going to sing.
Exactly. It was like God instilled it in me.
100%.
And then obviously I was going around, a little girl, telling everyone, I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to sing. Blah, blah, blah. And then my papu, which is my grandfather, very strict Greek man, looked at me and he said, you are not going to be a singer. Singing is for sluts. I was like 5 years old.
Singing is for sluts. He told you at 5.
Martins.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 22, and as always, we have traveled far and wide to bring you a descendant of Zeus. Yes, we are going all the way to the Greek mountains via South Africa to bring you an amazing singer and songwriter who goes through her music through electrifying pop and, of course, speaking about her experiences and making sounds all sweet. She's going to be performing at the Korak live music event 7, and she'll be telling her story through her music, the one and the only Anastasía. Woo! And the crowd is going wild. How are you, girl? Thank you for being on the podcast. How have you been?
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I tell you what, we're going to change a new culture. You know, when people say thank you for being on the podcast, don't say thank you for having me.
What must I say?
Just say you're welcome.
Oh, slay.
Yeah. You just go straight to the divas. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So try it again. Thank you for being on the podcast.
You're welcome.
Oh, I like it. As always, people, brand ambassadors to KorakPodcast, Caribbean Coffee, great beans, great coffee. And we are starting this podcast the same way we start with every podcast. So, Korak means footsteps, and each footstep describes your story, your ups, the downs, everything you're going through in terms of your music life. What is that first step you took in realizing music was where you wanted to do, or where you wanted to go, what you wanted to do?
Honestly, I can't remember. It was when I was very little. It was almost like I just knew. It was like the first step.
The first step.
I know it sounds cliche, but
you came out of mommy singing.
Honestly, it was like I had a vision and I said, this is what I'm doing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Where did the vision come from, though? Is it a situation? If you take us back to when you were tiny, little, do you remember any point in time? Was singing just something that was your thing? What was the goal at the time in terms of when you decided this is the step I want to take?
I mean, to be honest, like I said, it was always something that I knew that I wanted to do. And I think I have a really bad memory. So maybe there was a pivotal moment. But I remember even when I looked back at like home videos, there were videos of me singing and performing. I don't even remember. So it was like, it was just in me. It sounds silly, but I don't think there was like a pivotal moment. It was something that I always knew I was going to do. It was just like, when was I going to take the step to actually go after it? If that makes sense.
So as far back as your memory can take you, since you say you don't have a good one.
Like yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday's good enough. As long as you understand what's coming in the future. So
yeah, exactly. Full steam ahead.
That's beautiful. So you grew up in South Africa, Johannesburg.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
It was good. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to describe growing up there because I do think I grew up in a bubble, but at the same time,
so you can tell the difference in your bubble and what the outside world was. First of all, what was your understanding of the outside world and what was your bubble?
I think South Africa is like, there's two very different sides because we have a huge issue in South Africa with like the rich are very rich and the poor are very poor.
Okay.
So even when you're living in the bubble,
you're one of the rich.
Not really, but
kind of.
It's if you have enough money to live in like the gated areas, then that's fine. But you still see the suffering every day. Like it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere. So, but I don't want to. When people ask me like, what was it like growing up in South Africa? I never want to say that first because I think it's a beautiful country and I loved living there, and the people are amazing and the food is great and the weather is great, but I don't think I realized that until I left. So, but yeah, I mean, I grew up with my family, my younger brothers, went to school.
What's your position? How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 younger brothers.
2 younger brothers. Oh, you're the first.
I'm the eldest.
The boss
Do I not
lady.
give
Well,
Oh, there's energy.
no, not really.
What
No,
do I give?
I don't know. I'm the last child, and usually when I see the first child in any family, I have that. You have that vibe of okay, this is definitely the first child. I don't know. When I saw you, I was. I don't know. I wasn't quite sure. So you're the boss lady.
I'm offended. Yeah, I'm the boss lady.
Don't worry, these things happen. I mean, whether I think so or not, you're still the first lady. You're still the boss lady, so it's fine. You're good to go. So, was your home musical? Mommy, daddy, were they into music? I know South Africa has a wonderful, wonderful array of sweet sounds, music. But would you say, as far back as you remember, it's something that just came to you naturally? So, was your home musical? Did mommy and daddy play a lot of music? What was the situation that led you to creating such sweet sounds?
So neither of my parents are musical.
Okay.
My mom likes top 40, and my dad likes rock music.
What a guy.
Yeah, and then I obviously grew up with a lot of Greek music. Like I was forced to do Greek dancing, so I was like introduced to that. But I don't really know where it came from because nobody in my family does music at all. So maybe it was like what they were playing at home, but there's nothing that immediately comes to mind. They were just...
So not knowing where it came from, where did you... Take me back. Did you remember?
Sorry, I'm a terrible guest. I'm just like, I don't know anything.
No, it's fine. It'll get better as the journey goes on.
Genuinely, I don't know. It just came from the heavens.
How did you get here today? I have no
God
idea.
told me.
I teleported.
This is it.
Yes. So, do you remember your first performance? Ever?
Yes.
We're talking about,
Yes.
and this could be in front of your family, it could be in front of your friends. But what's? Oh, you remember? Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Very
I know,
good.
right?
Very
Crazy.
good. Very
She
good.
remembered something.
So, what was that like? Or how did that happen?
It was in school. I think I was like 10 or 8. And I sang one of those little, I wish I could remember the song. It was something like about rainbows. And I sang it a cappella, and I had to do it for like an auditorium. I was very nervous. So I think it was catch a falling star and
Put it in your pocket.
Save it. Yeah, it was that one.
One of those ones. It's one of them. A lot of children sing that song. I think it's like it's a good child song in terms of your first song you want to sing. I mean, I didn't sing that, but I'm just saying it has a very nice catchy vibe.
Honestly, I don't even know how or why I was singing. I just know that I had to do it, and I did, and I was very nervous, and it was terrible. But
how do you know it was terrible?
I don't know. I just know how I was singing was not how I hadn't let myself go yet.
Okay.
I was still very shy, holding back my voice, just like sing it like na 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 na.
But it has to do more with you being shy than you.
I was very shy.
So you finally overcame that, and singing is something you said has just come naturally to you. So when did you let yourself go?
I was 15. And I remember thinking to myself, obviously, I have this dream. I want to go and do music and all these things. And I said, well, Anastasía, you're not doing anything. How do you expect to become a singer and a music artist if you don't do anything? So I built up the courage to ask my mom and my dad, can you please get me singing lessons? And my mother looked at me and she was like, you're going to quit that in like 2 weeks. You quit everything.
What, oh, so you are one of them quitters.
No, but you know why?
I have no idea.
It's because my mother forced me to do everything under the sun.
Like, that's what parents do though.
No, but like, it was so silly. She made me do everything except music. You'd think,
okay, so
you hear your daughter sing every day. Why don't you put her in music instead?
Yeah, because everybody's child sings every day.
Greek dancing, French, ice skating. In South Africa, why am I ice skating?
I mean, you have some good winters though.
There's no snow.
Well, the ice rinks.
Yeah, but why am I ice skating? I'm sorry, I'm not done. Hockey, netball, rowing. That one was the worst.
Sorry, did you say rugby?
Rowing.
Okay, I just checking.
Rugby,
I was like,
please.
I mean, I know your mom is ambitious, but I mean, rugby, that would have been amazing.
Firstly, rude.
Yeah, I'm just saying. What are you going to play? I know it's the number one sport in South Africa.
The sprinter one. What is that one? I don't even know.
No. I mean, the only position you could probably play is the fly half, which they usually have.
The one that runs. I can run.
Everybody runs on rugby. What do you mean the one that runs?
No, but like sprint.
Everybody sprints.
Okay, whatever. Anyways.
Okay. So with all the things that she put you through, you quit all, or you?
Yeah, because I hated them because she was forcing me to do it.
So there was nothing you liked.
No.
French? Could you speak French now?
I mean, yes, I.
So there you go. There you go. So that was okay.
Yes, but again, she also forced me to do Greek. I forgot that. Obviously, she forced me to.
I mean, you are.
I know, but I still had to take the lessons, and I went
Okay.
to Greek school, and
you can speak it now.
yes,
And you can write.
yes.
So okay, so that's two things you didn't quit.
That's fine.
Okay,
but
French.
everything else,
All right.
terrible.
So she said, she said you're going to quit in 2 weeks.
She said you're going to quit in 2 weeks, and I was like, little do you know,
that this is what I want to do.
Something I've been holding on to, because the backstory, I didn't mention this earlier because I was like, I don't know if I should say this or not. But when I was very, very young, obviously came out the womb knowing I'm going to sing.
Yes. You left heaven knowing you were going to sing.
Exactly. It was like God instilled it in me.
100%.
And then obviously I was going around a little girl telling everyone, I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to sing. Blah, blah, blah. And then my papu, which is my grandfather, very strict Greek man, looked at me and he said, you are not going to be a singer. Singing is for sluts. I was like 5 years old.
Singing is for sluts. He told you at 5.
Dead ass. And I was like, and I think that's where I became like, I was like, okay, well, this is my little dream and I'm not going to tell anybody because I don't want to be hurt like this again and blah, blah, blah. So I held it in till I was 15. But obviously I was singing every day, screaming in my room. I don't understand how my parents didn't clock it, honestly.
Maybe they thought you're trying to release something. I don't know. Parents are strange sometimes. I used to sing all the time in the shower. And I can guarantee you my parents never believed or thought that this guy is going to be a singer any day, shape or form.
It's like they need to just maybe let us be, you know.
Maybe they just thought you had a lot of things you wanted to release.
Maybe. I should ask them that. I'd be like, what were you thinking?
I'll tell you what.
How did you miss this?
So when you win the Grammy and you come back on Korak for more of your journey, we'll get your parents on. And is Granddaddy still alive today?
He is.
And we'll get him on to give us an understanding of why he singing of slots.
I mean, they came around eventually after they actually saw me sing. But anyways, I digress.
Yes.
15. Told my mom says, you're going to quit. I said, little do you know. And then I started singing. And then my dad saw me sing for the first time. And he cried. And I was like, do you get it now?
Oh. So you cracked him. You cracked Daddy.
I cracked him.
You cried. I like
He's a tough cookie, you know.
So the mommy didn't cry, no?
Oh, she didn't come. My mother's a different story.
Oh, okay.
I love my mother, but
it's a different story.
Yes.
You are going to have a Netflix series someday. I see it. I see it.
Know.
We'll break it down to the chapters from granddaddy to mommy to daddy. So Daddy saw you singing, he cried, he finally accepted it. You pretty much wanted to prove to your family that singing was what you wanted to do. You keep saying it was a dream. When as far back as you remember, who did you look up to? Who were like the role models? Who did you want to be like in terms of singing? Because people always have that dream and stuff. The person that I think is living my life now is Denzel Washington. Yeah, he is living my life. I don't know whose life I'm living now, but Denzel is living mine.
He stole your life.
He did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. I think I did it somewhere when they were trying to throw us down from heaven.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you know when Michael Jackson used to say, I need to go to the studio right now because if I don't take this idea, God is going to give it to Prince.
Really?
Have you heard that?
No, he used to say that.
He used to say that.
He's a smart man. That's probably what happened.
That stuff, you know.
That's probably what happened to me and Denzel. But it's fine. I think Denzel is doing a good job living my life. I think so.
There's something good coming for you too. Don't worry.
100%. 100%. So you cracked Daddy. Singing was what you wanted to do. You started doing it from when you were 15. Who did you look up to at the time?
Oof, at the time, I can't remember. I mean, I always loved Beyonce. I loved Gaga. Still love Gaga. I was a big Hannah Montana fan as well. Got that. And then I had the influence from my dad. So loved Pink Floyd, Deep Purple. Michael Jackson, obviously had a Michael Jackson phase. I loved The Killers. I listened to everything. I also still love Ella Fitzgerald. It's
a good mix. I mean, it's thinking about it now, that gives a good understanding as to the kind of music you actually create, which we'll get into real soon. So how old were you when you left South Africa?
I was 19.
19. Why did you leave? Or why did you think you had gotten to your peak or you wanted to chase your dreams and travel the world? Pretty
much that. Yeah, I was, at that age, we think where we're from is like, we're big fish, we need to expand. So I did what I was able to do, which was leave. And I went to go study at Berkeley College of Music. So I was there. Yeah.
So when you say you big fish, what did you conquer in South Africa in terms of the music scene?
It's more that I thought that South Africa wouldn't be able to get me where I wanted to go.
Why?
But as I got older, because it's the typical. I mean, I don't know. I can only speak for South Africans, but I feel like a lot of South Africans think we're obsessed with like America and, you know, New York, LA, Hollywood, all of these things, which I was as well. And then when I left, I realized I could have done everything and more in South Africa as well. But that's not how my life turned out. So, but yeah, that's why I left. And to be super honest, I also left South Africa because I was tired of the racism. And you're going to be like, what? What do you mean by that?
Why would I?
Right?
I mean, everybody can go through racism.
Exactly. No, not to me.
Okay.
It was,
that's yeah. You're right. What do you know about racism? Yeah.
It wasn't towards me. It was like seeing it every day. The constant conversations I would need to have with people to be like, you can't say that shit. Oh, can I swear?
Yeah, feel free. Okay. Express yourself.
Like it, the really terrible mentality, because even though apartheid ended and everything was great, obviously there's still so much hatred going on. But in South Africa, it's like so in your face. And so I thought, I'm going to go to a country where everybody is happy, everybody's treated equal, all of these things. Yo, I was so mistaken.
So, sorry, just to be clear, you were going to go to a country that everybody was happy and there was no racism, and you chose the UK.
This is how little I knew. Not the UK, the US.
The US?
I went to the US.
Good choice.
I went there and I said, what is going on? I said, they sold me false dreams.
Explains the bubble.
Literally. The bubble. So I was just like, and then I was like, I would rather take the racism in South Africa, because at least then
it's a nice reformed racism.
At least we know. No, in South Africa, it's like you walk in. Yes, I hate you.
Okay, so at least you know the person. Yeah.
Yeah, but in the States, and what I've learned in life is the rest of the world.
Okay.
Is that it's actually quite hidden, and you don't know what you're gonna get, and so That's that, I guess.
So you lived in America for some time, and of course, moving to America was also to chase your dreams in music. And how did that go? How was the music world there? How was the music journey? How did you start in terms of writing your own music and actually going to the studio? What was it like in America?
So I was studying I was there for, I think, 3 years. It was really great. The school was very nice, but I do feel like with music in particular, it's not necessarily something you need to study. You can just start doing it. So I was already writing before. When I got to Berkeley, I was given more tools to carry on doing what I was doing. So I was writing and playing. And then, to be honest, I think also part of Berkeley made me very self-conscious, which is sad, but I think it happens to a lot of musicians when you get put in a place with so many people that are really, really great.
So when you say self-conscious, in what way? Expand on.
So when I got to school, the first thing everybody told her, like not the principal, whatever, the director or something, said, look around you right now, everybody here, these are going to be your co-workers in 5 years. So be nice to everybody. And then you saw how amazing everybody was. And obviously, this is what I meant by the big fish thing, is in South Africa, in my school, I was one of 2 singers.
Hello.
I go to Berkeley.
Yeah, I'm
one of a million. So I'm like, chopped liver, not important. So it's like, it hits you and then you see everyone doing amazing things. It's kind of similar to like when you go on social media and you see everybody living an amazing life and you think, oh, my life is so shit or whatever.
I am assuming, obviously, this comes from the bubble that you mentioned. You were quite young at the time and you started seeing creatives that you pretty much see like, wow, this person is actually quite talented.
Exactly. So
did that push you back? I know you said you were self-conscious, but did that make you start doubting yourself in any sense?
Yes, but in a different way. So it made me doubt my artistry, not my voice.
Okay.
So I think at that point, I already knew I could sing. But then it was more of like, now I'm developing my music, my style, and everything I did just felt like performative because, again, everybody's doing so well at school and I need to do what other people are doing, copy what they're doing. And even like with some of the stuff that you get taught this is the way that you need to do it, which works for like engineering and mechanical things, but not for creative ideas, in my opinion. I think there was like, for example, I took a songwriting class and every week we had to write a new song, and every week I got shittier and shittier at writing.
Every week you thought you got shitty?
No, I got shittier.
Okay.
And then at the end of the semester, I said, I'm going to do an experiment. And I submitted a song that I wrote the summer prior. And when I gave that song, the teacher was like, oh my God, you have grown so much. This course has helped you so much. You have become such a great writer, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
so you were proving yourself right.
I was like, okay, you can't, some things you just can't teach. And sometimes if you try to teach them, you just make people conform. And so that's why I think for me personally, it didn't work. So Berkeley made me lost in that way. But on the flip side, it introduced me to a lot of really amazing people that I still work with today. Okay. So it's...
So you finished in Berkeley though?
I didn't. I dropped out.
You dropped out.
I didn't have the dinero, you know.
Are we proving mommy right again?
No, that wasn't my fault. Well, I mean, it was my fault. I couldn't afford it.
Okay.
So
okay. No, yeah. Okay. That's different.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it anymore because Berkeley's like insanely expensive. But about 3 years in, I got offered a scholarship to do musical theater in LA. So I was like, okay, let's pivot, because my whole life I was like, do I want to be an artist or do I want to be in theater? And so then when that scholarship happened, I was like, maybe this is my sign. So I went to LA and I hated it.
Okay, so there's more hate.
I hated it.
More hate.
This whole thing is me just realizing I should have just done what I always wanted to do in the first place.
Okay.
But I think it was important for me to learn, because I went there and I realized, though I love musical theater, I don't think that it's something that I want to do.
Well, this is, you're going through situations that were teaching you exactly what you didn't want.
Exactly.
What you didn't want, which is in a way, in a very expensive way of finding out. But, these things happen every now and then. So you didn't like it in LA. No. What then happened?
I dropped out.
Okay. So clearly, this is definitely proving mommy right at this point. Okay.
No, this just means that I won't do things that I don't like to do, which is a great skill. And everybody should have that.
Yes, 100%.
Don't force yourself to do things you don't want to do.
100%. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
I love to sing.
Okay.
But I didn't love the other shit. So
you, in terms of, what we can tell now is, in terms of a systematic way of trying to help artists, you don't want to be boxed into a particular way, which is a good thing, because as you say, it's not for everybody. Systems don't usually... I was terrible at school. And when I think about it now, my reason/excuse is because I think I can't learn in the what is for everybody, the blanket kind of learning, like, oh yeah, just go do this. That's my excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens to a lot of people. There are great people that probably can't pass through a particular system, but they can learn in their own way. So you found out that, Berkeley, LA, not for you. What happened after LA? So you quit. What then happened?
So at that point, my family, or like my mom, had moved to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, and my dad was also going there. So I was like, I can't go back to South Africa because they've basically packed up all of my stuff and my life. Where else am I going to go?
How old were you at this time?
I was maybe like 23 or 24.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm moving back home. And this home was a new home, which was Canada.
You're like a traveling nomad right here. Like,
yeah, but not all of it was my choice.
I know. Life throws you these things. I mean, just take it. So you moved to Canada. Where in Canada?
Ottawa.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you moved there. What was life like? At this point, you were still writing music and creating your own stuff.
Yeah.
Even with all the everything you were going through. So what were you writing about at the time? Just the experiences, love, fights, whatever, anger. What was your music based on at the time?
At that time, I was very lost in myself. So I was writing about finding myself.
Did you go through like a rebellion phase? Smoking, drinking?
No.
Yeah, that's boring. You didn't even do anything that...
No, the thing is, I'm too smart to rebel.
You're too smart to rebel.
No, do you know why?
That is an amazing... That should be the title of this episode.
Because,
too smart to rebel.
Like, if you think about it, when you rebel, you harming yourself.
Mm.
Smoking, drinking.
I mean,
hello.
that's just one example.
But
you could
usually-
rebel by just being stubborn. You don't have to smoke and drink.
I did technically rebel when I was a teenager with my mother, but
Okay.
I just made her think I was doing all those things, but I didn't actually do them.
Well, she's going to find out if she watches this episode.
Oh, it's fine. She knows now.
Okay,
It is what it
that's
is.
good.
So wait, what was the question?
If you rebelled. And you
Oh,
said
yeah, no, I
you're too
didn't.
smart to rebel.
I'm too smart to rebel. Yeah.
Okay.
What was after that?
So you moved to Canada.
Yes.
Okay, we're moving on now. Yeah, so
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
I don't know. Yeah, but you did say you have a terrible memory, so it's very understandable. So anyway, you moved to Canada, Ottawa. You were with the family, and what was the next move?
So the next move was I need to get out of Canada.
I mean, you just got there, but you decided you wanted to run away. All right, cool.
Canada was a hard time for me, but in hindsight, it was
Why was it hard?
because new country, no friends. I'm not studying anymore. I need to go and technically find a job with no degree. And I was like, this is not what I thought my life was going to be at this age. Like, I thought 24, I'll be married already, got a good career going on.
Oh, yes.
So I was just like, and I'd also been very depressed in LA. Well, actually, I was depressed throughout all my uni years, but I think it was because I had never experienced real winter. And it actually fucks you up. I feel like maybe you can relate. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean I can't see the sun?
There was
like 6 months.
The winter was fine, but I experienced winter in a particular period of my life where I spent a lot of time outdoors. Now that was a different story, but this isn't about me. It's about you.
I want to hear the story.
I tell you, when you start your own podcast, I'll come as a guest, and then you can. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you after. I can tell you after. Oh, it depends. We'll see what happens after the episode.
Okay.
So you decided you wanted to leave. So are you at the point where if you think something is not for you, your first decision is to run away? Is that what you try to do, or don't you try and at least throw a few punches first?
No, because the thing is, I know myself very well, and if I know I don't like something, I usually know it's not for me. Like, I don't need to learn once, twice. I just need to learn one time, and I know, oh yeah, this is
okay.
So
when
me.
So what happened? So you decided to leave Canada.
Yeah. So, but I was stuck in Canada for a while because obviously I needed to first figure out what the fuck I'm doing because I 2-time dropout. This doesn't look good.
Doesn't help.
Eldest child, she's dropped out twice. What is she? She's trying to be a musician. Oh, God forbid. Like, it really bad. It looked really bad. So I was trying to figure that out. And also I was trying to like get back to being happy because I'd gained a lot of weight. I was not looking after myself. So Canada forced me to like take a breath. So even though I wanted to leave, I was stuck there. So I just made the most of it. And then I started writing more. I started posting a lot more on YouTube. And then I was there for maybe like, I think after the second year, I was like, okay, I gave it a fair go. I tried to make friends. I tried to, work and see, but it just wasn't for me. And I was like, well, I'm not happy. So let's figure out the next move. And it was either going to be Toronto or London.
I mean, that's a very wonderful stretch.
Right? It makes no sense.
Yeah, but you're probably about to explain. So you will find out.
So there was one time I was going back to South Africa to visit. Because my dad goes in between, but now he's there like permanently. So I was going back to visit him and have a little holiday and, go back home. And on my way there, I had an 8-hour layover in London.
Ooh.
And I'd never been to London. So I was like, 8 hours. Oh, let me leave the airport. I'm going to go see Platform 9 3/4 because I love Harry Potter.
Okay.
So I came to London, I left the plane, and I was on the Heathrow Express. And I was looking out the window, and I was like, I'm going to live here. I was like, this is where I need to be. This is my place.
You found it.
And so...
Was this during summer or winter?
I think it was like April.
Okay, so
it was
fine.
like spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was manageable.
The flowers were just blossoming.
Yeah, but by this, I'd had lots of winters.
Okay,
so
you were a bit stronger.
I was like, I know what's happening.
Okay,
I know what to expect. So yeah, that was what planted the seed. And then after that, when I came back from South Africa, I was like, let's start planning. So I called up a friend of mine who was actually my first roommate at Berkeley.
Okay.
And she's originally Cameroonian, but she grew up in London. So she had moved back to London after she graduated, and I called her and I was like, so like, what's the vibe with London? How's the music scene? Should I come here? Like, what is it about? And she's like, oh my God, you need to come here. It's great. And I'm moving out and I need a flatmate. And I was like, say less. So I planned to do a little trip just to visit her and see if I really, really wanted to go. And this was March 2020. And we can all guess what happened next.
Yeah, I mean, we now know the truth. Who actually caused the pandemic? Yeah,
It was me.
It was you, 100%. You decided to move to England, and all of a sudden, boom, the world went down.
God said, stay in one place.
And you refused.
But I couldn't go. So I postponed the plan, and I thought, oh, well, let's give it a month. I'll go next month to London. Obviously, that didn't happen. And then around that time, that was also when I had the realization that I can release music without a label. So I started releasing music, which was a good thing to do during the pandemic because we were doing nothing, basically. And then a year later, when they opened the doors, I said, fuck it, I'm applying for my visa. And if I get it, I'm going. And so I did. And I came.
And now the United Kingdom is your home. What do you think
for
about
the foreseeable future? Yes.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah, well, at least you could run away.
I decide I hate it.
You can run away, but don't run away before August 28th.
I'll be here. Okay. I'll leave the next day.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. That's all right. We'll applaud you into the sunset. So you came here. You were writing music. You were releasing music. Now, what is the message your music has? Because I've listened to your music. Yeah, pretty much. So what happens is before any of you perform Korak and researching and stuff, your music is like just stuck in my head for a long time. So your music, though, what is the message that you want it to give? Because there are a lot of nice messages there, and I think a lot of things are about your experience.
Yeah.
But from you, what do you want your audience? What's the message you want them to get from your sound, your music? What is it that you're trying to portray out there?
I think if I were to look at albums or EPs specifically, the first one that I released, like the first EP, was based around like what it's like to be a woman in the 21st century. Like
what is it like to be a woman in the 21st century?
Yo, it's tiring.
Is it?
It's tiring. I feel like we're just being come at from all angles all the time. Like right now, we're being blamed for the male loneliness epidemic.
Who's blaming you for that?
Everybody.
And there's a male loneliness
They're like, why
epidemic.
aren't you dating the men? They need wives. And I'm just like, okay.
Why aren't you dating the men?
My responsibility.
Well, why aren't you dating the men?
Because they're full of shit.
All of them?
Yes.
Even your dad?
No, my dad is the top tier.
Okay.
If anybody can meet my dad,
yeah,
then I'll be like, okay, now I know I've found the one.
All right.
He set the standard very high.
Okay, so men are full of shit. Okay, that's cool. You dating women?
No, but I wish I could. I wish I had that in me.
Oh, you don't have it in you?
Unfortunately, I don't.
Okay.
Otherwise, that would be... Oh, sorry. But yeah, so the first EP was that. It was just kind of like the small little microaggressions to like the full-blown sexism and even what it is like as well as a woman in the music industry and what they expect from you and how the standards are complete, like the double standards. And then also the same thing when it comes to like dating, when it's like, oh, we want you to be forward but not too forward. And
isn't that like, usually based on who you're talking to? No,
of course, yes, but the general consensus is usually, we want a woman who's confident, but she can't be too confident. I mean,
general by whose standard? I'm just trying to understand, because this is, as far as I know, this thing should be taken based on the individual. I mean, I like a forward-talking woman.
For sure.
It makes me understand what's in your head.
There's definitely stereotypes.
Okay.
And we fall victim to stereotypes.
That's a good question. What is a stereotype to a South African Greek woman?
Well, firstly, the first thing they think when they see me is that they don't realize that I'm Greek.
Okay.
So immediately,
I mean, you don't sound Greek.
What do Greek people sound like?
Not South Africans.
But have you met a Greek South African?
You're the first.
See, this is the thing.
That I have met.
So,
in fact, the only.
A lot of people don't know that there's a lot of Greek immigrants in South Africa. they all immigrated like in the 60s, 50s and 60s. So there's a huge population of Greek South Africans, but we all speak like
South Africans.
white South Africans.
Because you grew up in South Africa.
Exactly.
So somebody
it's the
hears
same as
you,
like
they're not going to go, she's Greek.
they think either I'm Afrikaans or I'm English.
Yeah.
So that's the stereotype. And then they hear my name and they're like, wait.
No, but it's not a stereotype if you sound South African and they think you're South African.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's not a stereotype, it's a thought.
Okay.
A stereotype would be she's South African, so she is like this.
Oh, so she's racist.
Maybe.
Yes.
That could be one stereotype.
That is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you see a white South African, I think the general stereotype is that, especially if you see one that's not living in South Africa anymore. No, it's true.
Okay.
It's true.
All right.
All of the white South Africans after apartheid, they said, deuces, we're going to Australia or the UK. So that's the stereotype then. Sorry, to answer your question.
Okay.
Yes. So, which is unfortunate. It's an unfortunate one because I'm just like, please.
I'm nice. I like everybody.
That category. But like, I get it. Like, fair enough.
So your music is very based on your experience and things that you've gone through, being a woman in the 21st century.
Yes.
And so your message is for people to not settle, fight, be your true self.
Fight.
But I mean, not obviously throw punches.
Fight
but,
everybody.
Be your true self.
Be yourself. Yeah. Like, just be your authentic self. Whatever that means, even if it makes people a little bit uncomfortable. As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's just like, be you.
So where do you want to go? Where will you count as success in terms of music? Where do you want to get to?
I used to be like, Grammys and selling out shows and stuff like that, which obviously I would still love, but I think where I'm at right now, I just want to be able to support myself and make a little bit of a name for myself in London. That's kind of what success looks like for me. But also on the other hand, success is just like continuing, regardless of what the result is.
What is the so with Korak, one of the things that we like to do is it's not about the pursuit of happiness. It's the happiness of the pursuit. Mm-hmm. Enjoying the journey and understanding that each step that you're going, hence Korak. And one of the things that we like to do here is for people to understand that success is different. And as long as you enjoy, we're going to supporting you through your struggles, your ups and downs. Mm-hmm. What has been the most difficult thing so far for you in the music world?
I don't know. What has been? I think just sticking to it. That has been the most difficult. Because I think with the music industry, it's like, it's a lot of nothing until there's a lot of something. And so you just have to keep going, and you don't know when the end is. And that is really hard. It's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to see progress. It's not like, okay, you go to university to study law, then you go and you do this job, and then you do this job, and then you get that job. There's no set way. You just have to kind of keep going and hope to God one day something sticks. So I think for me, that's been the hardest thing, like not quitting. But then every time I'm about to quit, I think to myself, this is what puts aside the people who make it and the people who don't make it. Because you just have to have the stamina to keep going. And like you said, the happiness of the pursuit.
Mm-hmm. Don't steal it. Don't copyright. I'm going to copyright it just after the show. Before you steal it, I'm putting it in one of your songs. So going through, one of the things we're doing, Korak, is to understand and deep dive into some of your lyrics and listening to your music so people have a good understanding. Mm-hmm. The live show when you perform, August 28, people buy a ticket or 10. What we people like to understand is certain lyrics. Some of them might be straightforward, but we want to hear from, the actual person that sings it. Mm-hmm. Now, going through because I get like pretty much stalk your music all through the time.
Yes, do it.
One of my best songs of yours is Part-Time Model.
Okay.
And it is a very interesting song. Tell me what to wear. Don't you know who I am? How to do my hair. You don't even know who I am. You like my accent. You want my voice in your ear. Feigning interest. You don't listen. You just hear. It sounds like you were talking to one particular person here. And what is the song about and what does that mean?
So it wasn't one particular person. It was many, because I've had this experience many times.
What experience are we talking about here?
When, especially in the States, a lot of people that were romantically interested in me, it was like, just...
You get many?
I like, not really.
Maybe like 300, 400?
Oh, please.
Yeah, I saw the queue downstairs. I saw it all the way to the savannah.
I need to fix that later.
Yeah, do that.
it was they just want to hear me talk, but they didn't actually care what I had to say. It was like they like the sound of my accent, but the things that I was talking about, like they're not truly interested in my thoughts, opinions, things like that. And then the first two lines, like the tell me what to wear, don't you know who I am? It's like, if you know me as a person,
Mm-hmm.
if you tell me to do anything, it just pisses me off.
Oh, so you're, okay.
I'm like, I don't like being told what to do. So that line was very like literal in terms of like, you clearly don't know me if you're trying to tell me what to do.
So you don't like being told what to do in any way, shape, or form?
Not necessarily. I can take critique. I don't have an issue with that. But it's more like, if I'm already going to do something or I know what I'm doing and somebody tries to tell me what to do, the rebel in me says, just because you said that, I'm not going to do it now.
Right.
Even though I was going to do it, just because you said it. I'm
And
not
even
going
if
to
you
do
make
it.
that decision and it doesn't help you, just to prove that you're a rebel,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do it.
It's, I don't know what it is.
You
It's
do. You have
ingrained in
just
me. It's really bad.
you have just said it. You do it. You know exactly what it is. It's you being rebellious.
But like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Do you still do
I
do
have
that?
a problem with authority.
Okay.
I do. Even at work when they try to tell me what to do, I'm just like,
And you still have the job?
yeah,
Okay.
I do.
That's good.
I'm not.
I'm just asking.
I'm too smart to rebel.
Okay, good.
Thank
I like it. I mean, the song does go on. Perfect gentleman. Think I'm a noble cause. So presumptuous. Assume you know what I want. Oh, you could not imagine me. I am so much deeper than you see. You tell me.
That's the part after that.
So you are a self-defined, rebellious, smart, rebellious, stubborn woman, pretty much. In the sense that don't tell me what to do. I already know what to do. Is that what you're saying?
Essentially, it's more like, see me as a person and not something to be conquered.
But I could be telling you what to do because I'm trying to help.
Yeah, but obviously that's not the case in that song. It's more like, it's hard to explain. I feel like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That's why I feel like my music is more targeted towards women, because I feel like a woman would be like, oh yeah, obviously this makes sense to me. Because a lot of the times in situations like when you're talking to somebody romantically or something like that, I don't know how to explain it. It's the same thing of like, you want my voice in your ear, but you don't listen. You just hear. You're not actually seeing me as a person. You're just seeing me as an object, as, you know, she makes me feel nice. She's pretty to stand next to, that kind of thing. There's no depth. There's no understanding. So that's what that song is about. It was no particular experience. Obviously, there's a few experiences that were influenced by it, inspired by it. But it's multiple times that these things have happened where I'm like, I can so clearly see that you don't care about like where I'm from or the things that I've experienced or my thoughts on any topic whatsoever. You're just interested in like, you know, having me on your arm or telling me something to do, if that makes sense.
It does. It does make sense.
Yes.
It's a very good, powerful song, people. You should listen to it on Spotify and all that. It's a good song. I like it. I play
It's
it over and
actually
over
based
again.
on a story, that phrase part-time model. Sorry, am I interrupting you?
No.
There was, before our co-writing session, somebody had left a note on my friend's door and it said, you could be a part-time fucking model. And we were like, oh, that's such a nice like little compliment. And then we went into the session and we started talking more about it. And we were like, wait, why only part-time? Is she only pretty enough to be like a part-time model and not a full-time model? And that got us talking about like microaggressions. And I think this is so embedded in our society, we don't even realize that it's a thing. But people do this all the time, especially men with women, where they think that they're being nice, but they're actually giving like a backhanded compliment. Even like the most basic example is like a man you don't know, like from the street, looks at you and maybe you're frowning or you're not smiling and they tell you to smile. That is a microaggression.
Is it?
Yes.
I just thought, I tell people to smile all the time because I think I look at them, I can just tell you have a good smile, so smile.
If you're doing it to all people, all genders,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
I mean,
But you know what I mean? That's the thing that only really gets said. You wouldn't look at a man and be like on the street you don't know, be like, oh, smile.
yeah, but I would, if I go into, say for example, I go into a shop, right, and there's a guy selling, and he's like, yeah, what do you want? I'm like, everything okay, bro? Smile. I would do the same thing if I say woman.
That's fair. Then you're excluded from this conversation.
But also, if I'm walking down the street, I'm attracted to women. So I'm going to look at the woman and go smile. I'm not going to look at the guy and go smile. I'm not going to do that unless I already know the guy.
But do you see that?
I understand.
That is the issue. And that's
100%.
what I meant. Like, it's so embedded in our society that we don't realize that these things actually are stems or roots, seeds of deeper issues.
Well, I guess so.
And it's not me being like, you shouldn't do this, la, la, la. It's just like, understand where this comes from. Why do you think that it's okay? Do you know what I mean?
You have a good smile though, just in case you're wondering. There you go. You should share it more. And then high school. I like high school because it's confusing, especially with the video. It's one of them things that you can't place if you like men or women. Especially if you watch the video. But it's a good song. It's waiting for my clothes to dry, wondering if I should have replied to your last message. Am I seriously asking this question? Showed me more than once or twice. You don't give a F. Waste my time. I never learned my lesson. And you love me. And you love to put me in detention. All I know is I'm sipping on the train. Simping. Okay. Hoping you're going the same way. Honestly, this is embarrassing. Haven't been like this since 17. Is this you crying and hoping that somebody will like or love you in the same way?
This was me pretty much not unrequited love, but like unrequited infatuation.
Like one of them notice me.
It was like an obsession. I had an obsession.
So this is a real situation.
This was a real situation.
Ooh.
Yes.
What's his or her name?
Oh, we don't speak of him. But we call him the producer.
Ah.
Yes.
The producer.
When
you say we? Who's we?
Me and my friends.
Okay. So he's still.
Oh,
this was like
he didn't even know the song is about him.
He doesn't.
I haven't spoken to him in years.
Okay.
We are not on each other's planes like that.
Okay. So did he ever know about the obsession?
Probably a little bit, but
what kind of obsession? Were you like showing up in his house or something?
Oh no, nothing like that. More like I was internally obsessed.
Why didn't you just tell him?
No, because of course I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Of course, but he was just like, I don't want anything serious. I'm too broken. I have so many problems, blah, blah. But he had no problem doing other things. So, not that he ever did. He never managed to.
Okay. But
you know, so
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
You don't know?
No, I have no idea. No.
Ask me, I'll tell you.
No, nobody has ever been obsessed with me, so I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
No, I think I was more just obsessed with like the feeling of liking somebody again because it had been so long since I'd found somebody worthy to like.
Okay.
But obviously I was mistaken. But yeah, he was just high school was like the fun part of my infatuation, where I was kind of like leaning into it and I was just enjoying myself, even though I knew it was a bit toxic and I probably shouldn't be doing this. And it was very like push and pull. So yeah, that was high school.
Well, people, if you want to, listen to more of her songs and understand the different messaging, of course, Spotify, YouTube, you can find everywhere. And she will be performing at the Korak Live Music Event 7. August 28th, please buy your tickets, bring a friend of 200, and you should see her tell that story through her music. So obviously you're performing Korak, August 28th. Other than that, what is the plan? Do you have a vision plan, or what do they call one of those things? Vision board. You've said you want to make a living through your music, you want to make a name, but generally, if you could break it down into this is going to happen, how would you break that down?
Oof. This is giving 5-year plan.
No. That's why I said break it down. 5-year plan is too long, man.
Yeah,
I mean, since you caused the first pandemic, you might cause another one. So you need to...
Please. If I had that much power, do you not think I would have made myself rich by now?
The people have different powers.
The plan, to be honest, I'm not a very good planner. It's something that I'm working on.
Okay.
Because I just kind of, I don't know if you could tell, I just fuck around, bounce around everywhere, do whatever. Like all I know is that if I don't like it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, not doing it. All right, cool. I mean, that's
It's
starting.
the one thing I know how to do. I think for me, more writing is my plan. Just to keep writing and getting more involved in like the music scene in London and just establishing myself, going to lots of jams, doing more shows, and then potentially putting on one of my own shows, even though it's incredibly hard. As you know, it is.
You have a friend in
hard
me.
out
You can
here.
always ask me. I'll help you.
Thank you. I'll hold you to that.
I'm
Okay.
saying it. It's everybody's listening. I'm
Now
not.
it's proof.
Yeah, it's proof. I'm not. And I'll tell you some things to do. Hopefully, you won't rebel against it. You actually do.
No, because I'm asking for.
Oh,
the
okay,
advice.
that's fine.
You
All right, that's
see,
cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I
Just
have to
checking.
ask first.
Just checking. Just
If you
making
just
sure.
said, like you need to do this, I would be like, okay,
No.
dick.
You have one?
My metaphorical.
Just checking. Just checking. You never know these days.
Even though it doesn't matter, right?
100% doesn't. Just checking. Just making sure.
No, I think just keep writing, keep playing, put on a show, just keep doing the thing, and then I'm open to whatever's next. I'm very go with the flow.
I know you're going with the flow, and you have obviously life has taught you different things. So in terms of what success is to you, initially it was Grammy. I mean, you still love to win the Grammy. But if you could pick an ideal situation where you could sit down one day, look back, and go, "This is really nice. I've loved every moment of it. I'm happier where I am now." What would be that point?
Probably after a tour. A tour would be really nice. I would love to do that, but like comfortably, where I have a budget to pay people and like not where I'm like struggling to make ends meet kind of tour, like a tour where there's a fan base and tickets are easy to sell and yeah, I'm just comfortable. I think after that I would feel like, wow, we did something really big. That would be nice. I would be happy with that.
That would be good. If you given a chance, where will you start it and where will you end it?
Oh, I don't know. I've never even thought about that. I definitely have to go to South Africa.
I mean, that could be this. That could be the end or the start.
Probably the end, so that I could have a nice long holiday after.
Okay.
But wherever the people want me,
I
wherever
like
the fan base picks up, I'll go there and sing to them.
South Africa is very so in terms of I'm a piano, obviously. In terms of the fastest growing genres of music, I'm a piano, Afrobeats.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do with your genre of music? Would you do a blend with
I would love to, if given the opportunity, like with the right producer, with the right artist. I would love to do that.
I like it. I like
would love that.
You would.
That would be amazing.
Cool. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have, gone on a little journey with. Is it Anastasia or Anastasia?
It's Anastasía.
Anastasia.
Bravo.
Okay, I would if I get it wrong, as long as I can spell it. So that's what's very important.
Yes, as long as you can spell it.
As long as you can spell it, Anastasia. I like it.
Yes.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another Korak episode, Korak podcast with Anastasia.
Sorry for talking so much shit.
No, it's all right.
Please don't hate me.
They'll try not to. So I'm starting a new tradition to end the Korak podcast. I've tried a few. They didn't work. But I'm going to try this one. So you're the first.
Yes, this one is going to be the one.
It has to be the one. So we are going to end with a tradition where you as a guest, we're going to create a Korak playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. So you as the guest, you would leave a song and tell us why that song, why you like it. So what is bear in mind your song, it could be your song, it could be any song, it could be anybody. But tell us why that song, put it on the playlist and why people should listen to it.
So is there like it's towards something, or is it just
it could be anything.
Like what is it for?
We're creating a playlist where people listen and they go, Anastasia said this song is going to do this, do this, do this.
Like just for good music or for like a meaning or
good music, meaning, everything.
Oh, I can't just pick one. That's
no, it has to be one.
Hard.
It has to be one.
Oh my God.
If you want to pick another one, you come for another episode.
I need to think. I might need to look at my phone. What have I been listening? I've been listening to a lot of Moonchild Sanelli.
Okay.
Do you know her?
No, I don't.
She's a South African artist.
You see, that's why we're creating this playlist. So we can
but I don't know. To be honest, my go-to recommendation is always Escapism by Ray, but the orchestral version.
Okay. Escapism by Ray.
But the orchestral one, the one that she did at the Royal Albert Hall.
Okay.
That one is like, oh my God, chef's kiss. If I could do something like that one day, I will have amounted to something.
Okay. creating the what did I call it?
Playlist.
Not the playlist. The
Tradition.
creating the tradition and starting the Korak playlist, Escape is In by Ray orchestral version.
Yes, Royal Albert Hall version.
Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Anastasia, August 28th, performing live. Please buy a ticket at 10. Thank you for being on the podcast. It was amazing.
Oh, you're welcome.
You learned. I like it. Good to know about your rebellion phase. And it's always good to know that
I'm
if I want
smart to rebel.
Yes, good to know if I ever want to start a fight, I know I can have on my left or right.
Yes,
I'll
be there for you.
I like it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Korak Podcast with our wonderful guest, Anastasia. Yeah. I am MC Sabi Boy. More things.